Hello, this is Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And I wanted to come and make a quick video about the upcoming new moon that's going to be occurring in hours, just hours, in Cancer. And the solar eclipse that is actually occurring in Cancer as well. So I want to just get some basics on this solar eclipse, July 2019. So this solar eclipse, let's see, it is occurring at any time. I'm just trying to make sure I got my exact degree, because that's what I want to concentrate on. You know, everyone's going to come up with their own meanings. I'm going to come up with mine, but I'm just trying to get the degree right. So that's 24 degrees. Okay, now that's going to be Capricorn. That's on the 16th. We're going to have to talk about that too. Let me write this down. Oh, Lord. So that's the full moon. Capricorn, full moon. 24 degrees in 4 minutes. Again, on my ascendant. Everything's on my ascendant right now. My ascendant's on my ascendant. No, actually, my ascendant's in the second house of money. I'm hoping I get some of that money. That's all I got to say. Okay, let's see here. I'm just looking at the eclipses. Just give me a second, you guys. I just want to see where all the placements are. Oh, no wonder I've been sleeping so much. Neptune is retrograded to exactly sextile my sun. The new moon was on my birthday this year, January 5th. 2019. Lord have mercy. Lord. Whatever is going on, I guess I'm going to be directly affected by it. And then the full moon eclipse on the 21st of January. Almost forgot that. So many messages here. Moon was right on my north node. And coming up soon, and actually today for some people already. The new moon eclipse today, basically, July 2nd. Sun and moon at 10 degrees. That's what I wanted to find out exactly. 10 degrees in the minutes. Well, basically 10 degrees and 38 minutes. So that's what I wanted to find out. Cancer. And the funny thing is, really, the North Node is not making a real tight conjunction to either, so it's all on its own. That's Sun and Moon. Venus is at 28 degrees of Gemini. In conjunct my Venus. Interesting. Okay, so let me just see what else is going on here. I wanted to see. Okay, there's where Neptune is retrograded to 18 degrees. Sextile my ascendant. Saturn is exactly on my ascendant right now. I wonder what you see when you guys see me now. I mean, with Saturn sitting on top of my ascendant like this. Like, wow, really? Really, dude? I mean, it is my chart ruler. And I know I should be working out more. I haven't. But I've been trying to improve myself in my own way. So look, let's go ahead and talk about 10 degrees and 38 minutes of Cancer, because that's really what this video, what I want to concentrate on, is that. I just think that's important. Now, there's going to be that full moon eclipse coming up in Capricorn at 24 degrees. Or the moon's going to be opposing the sun at 24 degrees of Capricorn and Cancer. That's on the 16th. So that's going to be, what an opposition that's going to be. What bothers me about all of this is that these are both affecting, it's like dealing with my first house. So I'm not even looking at myself right now, because sometimes I look at myself and I admit it, I don't know who I am. I'm changing in such a drastic way, not just weight loss, but I think just knowledge, and hard knocks, I guess. I think this entire situation that's occurred for me over the last year, everything, it's, I don't want to say I've gotten hardened, but I don't know if I believe in the fairy tales I used to believe in, because I admit, obviously I believed in fairy tales. I believed that there were good people. It's funny, and this is all going to tie in, because this new moon is all occurring in my 7th house, and it's in my work, so now I'm dealing with work issues, right? But it's about to hit my son, and my son's being hit from both this and Saturn. Anyway, it's a weird experience. I've been trying to understand all the aspects as they come along, and I really encourage all of you that are being directly hit, especially if you're being directly hit like I am, with the aspects going on your sun or your ascendant, or something that that's not going to miss you, because this is one of those things, it's not going to miss me. Like, whatever it is, it's devastating, it's not going to miss me. It is what it is. And I did just look at myself, and I just realized, look at the craziness of the lipstick. I look like I'm in 1940 or something. I don't even know what's going on, but I do know that Neptune is exactly sextile my ascendant, and Saturn is on my ascendant too. And I guess I work hard at being who I am. I'm becoming whoever I'm becoming. It's an amazing time, and I wonder how many other people are being directly affected by these major planets right now, especially with this new moon that's coming up. So I had talked a little bit about the new moon, and I don't know if I kept the little things around where I could see where everything is at a quick glance. Give me a second. Because I might just do that, give you guys a little something, so you can, just in case, because I wonder what you're going to go through today, right? What are you guys going through? The first thing I want to look at is Capricorn and Cancer. Capricorn and Cancer. Cancer, I'll start with you. I mean, look, it's 10 degrees. It's going to affect most Cancers. The North Node, not the North Node. That's another subject, right? But this new moon and the solar eclipse, it's going to affect a lot of you. With the moon being your natural ruler, I would just say be extra cautious about being overly emotional. I could see you guys just, I think it could be a positive though, right? Maybe you'll be filled with such emotion and such joy, hopefully, that it becomes overwhelming. It overpowers you. And I like to think of it in a positive way like that. That, you know, it's like my cup runneth over. That's that feeling I'm getting. Like my cup runneth over. And with the sun and the moon just sitting on top of each other in Cancer, and I mean the North Node is there, and I could just see a lot of emotion pouring out of you. And I mean, this might be the time to pour out the emotion, or maybe it could be that you have people that are pouring out their emotions toward you. And so, you know, and I want to send a special shout out to a special Cancer whose birthday is coming up soon, like day after tomorrow, or probably it'll be like tomorrow by the time he sees this. So your cup runneth over, and happy birthday. Now Capricorns, you're on the opposite end of the stick this month, right? Because the new moon is in Cancer, the full moon is going to be in Capricorn. But this new moon in Cancer puts the sun and the moon in your 7th house. It puts it right where, I mean, it could be for some, like in my chart, it's my 6th house, it's my work. But for most Capricorns, I mean, the overall vibe that comes through this is that it's going to be in the 7th house. That could be partnerships, just other people in general, but basically partnerships. It could be like relationships. It could be like you getting serious in your relationships, or being in a serious relationship, or you could just feel like, I mean, I hope that your relationship doesn't get eclipsed that day due to some other emotion or something else. Let's hope, again, I'm going to say the same thing as I said to Cancer, that this comes out in a very positive way, that it puts emotion and emphasis and light in the area of your partner, or in your area of your partnerships, or even in business partnerships, or other people in general. Hopefully you'll exercise nurturing and caring in your dealings with other people tomorrow, and on the next day as well. I would say the 3rd to the 4th, maybe. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Good luck. Next on my list here, I went to, I'm just going to go as I said. Well, no, it'll drive everyone crazy, won't it? So let me line these up, because that will drive me crazy as well. I always like some kind of structure. I admit, you guys, I do have OCD. I've been diagnosed with OCD. So it's true. I got it. It's not like a fluke. I've got it. So I did Cancer, Leo. In fact, you know, if you don't know for sure you got OCD, have someone move something that you thought you knew where it was, and then watch what happens. I'm serious. Someone with OCD cannot deal with that. It will go from 0 to 1,000 in moments, because there's Pisces. Sorry, you guys. I have these little things that I do, and I might have already, because I'm, you know, I should have made new ones, and I'm just being lazy. Oh my gosh, I was looking for this credit card. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I don't have Pisces in front of me, but I'm going to just do Pisces now, just based on what I would think is going to occur, right? Because I'm so upset with this. Would that be the fourth? No, Pisces. Let me move this over. I'm so upset. What happened to my little Pisces thing? I just need a visual, you guys. Just bear with me for a second. I'm telling you, it's Neptune. I don't know how many other people are being unduly affected by Neptune. Neptune is kicking the arse of many people. I happen to be one of those people. I just am not operating at my highest level without Neptune. Now, I know, like, just right now, I'm about to do something that I know isn't right. Okay, that should go there, and this should go here, and that should go here. That's what I'm trying to get my things together mentally. Okay, there we go. And so this is going to place this right here. Right. All right. I just wanted to make sure my mind consciously saw. Sometimes, see, anyone else visual? I'm a visual person, and so I get impressions and everything all based on visual things. Like it's really important that my visual is exactly right. So look, after just looking over things, I guess I was called or led to see Pisces, do Pisces. It called out to me, this emphasis is going to be in your 5th house. I mean, the whole thing is going to be between like your 5th house for the new moon and your 11th house for the full moon. And it's funny that I've been called to this Pisces chart because I'm going to start uploading them to YouTube as well, whatever I can. But when I do my lives, I often get themes, like certain charts that are repeating a certain theme from person to person to person, from chart to chart. And one of the themes that I've seen over the last couple of readings was this Capricorn in the 11th house, whatever that is. And of course this puts the new moon, that's coming up to tomorrow, in your 5th house. And so the solar eclipse would be falling in your 5th house. Well, the 5th house is taking chances. It's entrepreneurships. So, like, if you're the kind of person who is an entrepreneur, you've started your own little business, especially if it's an online business, with Capricorn sitting in the 11th house of, like, groups like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. But just because, I mean, it's emotional time, and you might be affected emotionally, and so, you know, it's just a really good time to do this. You guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm starting to get really itchy. So let me break down what's going down, and just bear with me while I do this. But I get hives and things from poultry, and sometimes I can eat turkey and not get itchy or affected, but sometimes I can eat turkey and I get unduly affected, like I do with chicken, and I am having that experience right now. And so I'm kind of like itching, and I just popped a Benadryl. I'm hoping it's going to take effect soon. Oh, because I'm itching. I'm just trying to... Oh. You know, ain't nothing worse when your weave is itching, or or something like that. Lord. Whew. And I just happen to know what it is because I felt it coming on earlier, and I meant to, but I didn't want to take the Benadryl before I started recording because, you know, it knocks you out and you, whew. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, look what I just did. Sorry. See, I'm itching. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm just like praying for that Benadryl to kick in. They kick in, Benadryl. Benadryl. Oh. Give me a second. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. Sorry, you guys. I went into like itch mode. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's what happened. I had roast turkey for dinner last night, and I knew that was enough. If I would have stopped there, I would have been fine. But the problem is, when you make a turkey roast, you got all that effing turkey roast after. See, here's my voice. You hear my voice? Even my voice is, because it gets choked up. So I got the Benadryl in there in the nick of time. So, hey, you guys, you got to see me have an attack. How cool. Wow. Whoo. Wow. Coming back. I'm coming back. Woo. Wow. Wow. Does anyone else suffer from allergies like that? Because I have a serious poultry allergy. I mean, I've tried, playing around with it, and I do. With turkey, I usually can. I can't with chicken ever. But I usually can with turkey. I've played with turkey off and on with not too much of a problem. Sometimes. Now, I have had issues with turkey where my skin will break out or this will happen. And I felt it coming on earlier, but greedy me, I was hungry, and I didn't want to go and cook something else with all that turkey sitting in the refrigerator. I mean, I had a whole freaking turkey roast. So I cut off a slice, and I actually cut off a slice with a couple of Brussels sprouts, and then I made a salad with a slice in it, and that, I think that was just too much because of last night and then today. And okay, I'm coming back. See, it doesn't take long for the Benadryl to kick in. I just got to get it, antihistamines into my system and catch it before I need to go to the hospital. You know what I mean? If I can't bounce back, I'll pop another one. Just waiting for that hivey feeling to go down, because your skin literally starts to feel like it's crawling. So yeah. Ooh, man, that was a tough one. Oh, can I concentrate again? Let's see. Oh, gosh. Now, it doesn't help that there's a lot of emphasis going on in Gemini right now. We've got planets in Gemini. And Gemini, in and of itself, is a sign that rules things that, like hives and rashes and allergies and stuff like that. It's so weird that Gemini coincides with that time of the year where plants are growing and sprouting and allergies are prevalent. So, wow. It's starting to kick in. My eyes are itching a little. Hold on. Yeah, when this happens, I mean, everything itches. Like, every part of your body. Like, the hair on your arm itches. Like, really. It's that bad. That's how you know it's not normal. You know you're having an attack, because normal people don't have anything like that. So, yeah. Whew. Wow, that was uncomfortable in its own way. Okay. Well, the good thing is, the only thing left in the Gemini right now is Venus. That's good, but it is trying my Venus in the 10th house, and I just had a public attack on a video. everyone got to see me like scratch my weave, and oh my gosh, what a moment that was. I'm still itchy, you guys. I'm still oof, getting this together out of my face. Oof, my goodness. I mean, you know, when your eyelashes itch, you know you're in trouble. That's all I've got to say. And my eyelashes are my own. I've got no darn put. Ooh, good thing I don't have no fake eyelashes on. Lord have mercy. Ooh, ooh, itchy. Ah. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long, if anyone's been counting how long it's taken me to get back to normal, or trying to get back to normal. I feel like I'm almost there, but oh. And it doesn't help that I have this, you know, this hair right now. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess, if I could put in a musical interlude, I would right now. Okay, almost back to normal, you guys. Whew. Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw myself, Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm like a walking advertisement for Benadryl right now. I'm like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh my gosh, I think I can actually go on. I just wanted to see, do I have enough in me to actually go on? And I just checking. I think I actually have enough in me to go on. So that's amazing. So you guys, we were talking about the new moon and the solar eclipse, which is affecting, I was talking about Pisces. I think we were on Pisces, and how it's in the 5th house for Pisces, which affects things like romance, children, creativity. But for some reason I was getting the vision about it affecting things like your career, and any kind of entrepreneurial pursuits that you might have, like any chances you might take in the entrepreneurial pursuit. And I think I got that vibe because Capricorn is on the 11th house, which would indicate the groups and associations and clubs and things like Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and things like that. That's being highlighted for you, Pisces, with the new moon. Is giving emphasis to that 5th house and that creativity, and the full moon is giving emphasis to like the clubs and the hopes and the dreams and the wishes. Either way, it's lucky. I was led to you because you've got this luck coming. So congratulations, Pisces. Okay, and thank you for your patience while I had a whatever that was during your reading. Aries. So the emphasis is going to be falling in your home life. And that's on the new moon. The full moon is going to be in your career. So I think that new moon, you should take those 2 weeks really to shore up everything in your home life. I mean, make sure everything's good in your family, in your home life, in your actual physical house, with the members of your family. Check on your mother or your whoever that maternal parent is. If you're the maternal parent, make sure you reach out to your children and things of that nature, and just show a loving, compassionate self during the next couple of weeks, because that's what the universe is really asking you to do. After the 24th, when things go full in Capricorn, you're going to have more emphasis then on your career and on your image. But right now, take time, relax at home, spend time with the family. It's a beautiful time for that, okay? Next up is Taurus. Taurus, the emphasis is happening in your 3rd house of communication. Communicate. communicate. It also could be like your neighborhood. It could be your neighbors. It could be relatives like aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, cousins, things like that, like extended family members. It could just be neighbors. It just could be something to do with traveling and moving about in your local vicinity. These are the issues that are being cropped up with this new moon and this solar eclipse that's happening in this new moon. That means everything, all that emphasis is going to be there in the third house. So I would just be cautious of getting into any emotional debates or anything like that, or conversations that might get uncomfortable with neighbors or family members or things like that. Okay. All right. Next up is Gemini. Oh my gosh, Gemini. So the emphasis is happening in your second house of money. Every time I see you, I keep saying money. Because it's about money. You guys got money coming. Money. Well, it is a solar eclipse, so it could be like, oof, let's hope it's not lack of money. I think it's money, and I think that it's going to be a positive thing, and because I always like to stay positive, okay? And it is going to have a solar eclipse there, but the moon's going to be there, so your emotions are going to be there. I would just be cautious of getting emotional over money, or what you own, what you possess. Just be careful of some kind of emotional situation or issue that could crop up. That could involve what you own or what you possess or money, or something like that, or what you have to give. Something like that. Okay. All right, Gemini. Next up is Leo. My lovely Leo. This is happening in your 12th house, and that's the house of self-undoing. Some of y'all self-undoing. That's like me eating that damn turkey. I ain't supposed to eat that turkey. Luckily, I don't have Leo in the first house. I got Aquarius, but I know better. And so I think you guys might know better, too, about certain things that you shouldn't do, right? That could lead to your downfall, right? That is your self-undoing. The North Node's there anyway. It's telling you to watch out for that anyway. Don't do things that are going to be your self-undoing. That means, and not limited to like cheating on your spouse or significant other, because that kind of stuff will be cropping up all in your face, blowing up. Or, doing things like drugging and drinking and taking things too far. Try to keep your life in alignment, and even if that means just keeping your emotions in check, keeping your emotions in alignment, that too. Okay. All right, Leo. Next up is Virgo. My wonderful Virgos. You've got this emphasis happening in your 11th house. Back to that 11th house of groups, friends, associations, hopes and dreams and wishes and clubs and organizations and all kind of committees and all kind of things like that. All of that is being highlighted for you right now. Highlighted in general with the North Node there. But really with that solar eclipse and with the new moon there, you're going to have a lot of emphasis in that area of your life. And let us not forget, the 11th house is the house of hopes and dreams and wishes. And guess what? This is where the emphasis is going to be, on your hopes and dreams and wishes. Now, I don't want you getting all excited or emotional if you suddenly wake up and go, oh my gosh, I haven't been able to attain my hopes, dreams, and wish. And, don't get down on yourself. Or you might wake up exuberant going, oh my gosh, I've attained my hope, dream, and wish. See? It's like that. Good luck, Virgo. Next is Libra. Libra, Lord. Oh Lord, I travel so hard. I don't know. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be good. You got the North Node in your 10th house, and now you're going to have the Sun and the Moon in that 10th house. And it's going to put a lot of emphasis there. A lot of emphasis on your career, on your image, on your reputation, on your aspirations, on what, like, how people see you in the world, your worldly aspirations, your worldly ambitions. Even your boss, it could be something that's happening with your boss. Don't get into no kind of arguments or disagreements with your boss, Lord. Try not to do that. I think it's just going to be a lot of emphasis on you. I mean, on your image, on your career, on something public. It's a public day. I mean, with the solar eclipse there, maybe not. Maybe you'll be like, I don't want to do that. I mean, Saturn is sitting down in the 4th. But, you know, overall, that's what it's meant to do. Just don't be too emotional. Don't want everyone thinking your image of you as some emotional, out of control person who doesn't have control of their emotions and stuff like that, right? Okay. Good luck, Libra. Up next, I have Scorpio. 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 You know, this is all happening in your 9th house, your God house. A house I think Scorpios actually would like, because Scorpios are deep anyway. You're always pondering the mysteries of life to begin with. And I think this is giving you an opportunity to really get a deep look at the mysteries of life, or the mysteries of whatever you're trying to crack, or whatever you're trying to learn, or whatever you're trying to understand or comprehend, or whatever philosophical belief you're trying to come up with. This is the time it would happen. I mean, my goodness, it's the Sun is on the Moon right there in that house. My goodness. You know, it could be travel. It could be long distance travel. It could be education. It could be reading, like, you know, a deep book, or having to do a deep study, or having to do like a webinar, or something where you have to learn and grow. It could have something to do with religion too, or the law, or any kind of legal or government thing. I mean, that's what the 9th house rules, right? It could be something to do with international things, like international travel or international publishing, or anything that has to do with any kind of international or legal or political even. That's the 9th house. The 9th house is very, you know, vast. The 9th house also rules in-laws. A lot of people don't know that. So you might have dealing with in-laws. Good luck, Scorpio. Next up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I'm not going to do your song. Okay, look. This is all happening in the area of the 8th house. This is money. This is most likely your partner's money, but it's money. It could be money that was been due to you. What I don't want to see is some Saggies getting over emotional about money. Because if it's at a situation where you got to get emotional, save it to another day. It's just not a day to push for money. I'm just saying. I mean, it's the Moon on the Sun, and it's in the 8th house. It's not like, wait for another day when it's not a solar eclipse. I think that would be a smart thing to do. It could also indicate sex. I mean, it's the 8th house. 8th house, sex, death, taxes, money. So if it's not coming out in money, it could be coming out in sex. It could be coming out in deep, connected conversations with other people. Like, you know, where you feel like you're connected somehow because of the conversations you're able to have with certain people. So that could be part of it as well. All right, Saggy, good luck with that. Okay? All right. Oh, and it's also a good day to talk to a therapist, or astrologer, or psychic, or, you know, a psychiatrist, anyone like that. Okay. And last but certainly never, ever, ever least is Aquarius. Aquarius. I did have to sing your song because you're the last one. And let me tell you something. This is all happening on your 6th house. The 6th house is an interesting house. because it's a house that can rule your health. It's a house that can rule your work. Now, I can give you an example of how that crazy moon might happen with your work and your health. I, moi, have Aquarius intercepted in my first house. You just, if you watch from the beginning, saw me literally have an allergic reaction on camera. But I was too deep into my reading already. And I was not killing what I had started. So I sat through it, and I made it through it. And I combined my health and my work, along with a little help from Benadryl. And that's exactly how it might play out for you. Okay? Just be cautious of your health. Make sure you have what you need, like your Benadryl. And you know, do your work. If you got things you have to do today, just know that the emphasis is going to be on health and work. It could be on just the small day-to-day things that you do to take care of yourself or your home or your work or your job. You know, things like that. Mundane things. All right? Solar eclipse is there too. I don't see anything, you know, amazing happening there, but, you know, it's work. So, you know, enjoy that. Much love to you, Aquarius. Okay, you guys. Well, man, this has been an interesting night. Like I said, I did not expect to have an allergic reaction right during the show. I'm still kind of itchy, but I made it through. I perked up again. I might have to take another one before it's all said and done, but I made it through, and I'm very proud of that. And I thank you all for hanging in there with me. I will be posting this up soon. Much blessings to everyone, and you know, may you have a wonderful, prosperous solar eclipse and new moon in Cancer, and you know, may you have a beautiful, wonderful, exciting and fun-filled 4th of July, no matter where you are in the world. Sending out much love, much light to you all, and remember to like and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/astrology-a-look-inside, and you can always find us at astrology-a-look-inside.com. Much love to you all. Bye now.